Hey there. I wanted to share with you an experience that I had with Uber yesterday, one of my rides. So I pick up these two guys, and they're probably like just barely, like maybe 18 or 19. And they get in the car, and I start taking them to their destination. They're heading home, and they start talking in Spanish. And they didn't realize I could speak Spanish because they just talked about amongst themselves, and they started saying, "Hey, well, we should just go over to that club with this Uber. He'll probably be able to take us." So he starts to tell me in English, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, sounds good." I don't really like to tell people that I speak Spanish unless they ask me at that point because it's kind of awkward that I've been listening to their conversation. On my Uber profile, it says that I speak Spanish, so he looked at the app to put in the information, and I could see his eyes light up when he saw that I spoke Spanish, and he turns to me and he says, "You speak Spanish?" And I was like, sí, claro. So he starts to tell me that he wants to add that extra destination to go all the way to the bar from his house. And so I was like, yeah, that's fine. He's like, I'll just need like 2 minutes to go in and change my shirt real quick. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. No worries. We get to his place, and then his friend is just in the back seat waiting for him. And I think to myself, I'm like, oh, it's a Friday night. These guys are just going to go have fun. And I want to add to that experience. So I asked the guy what kind of music they like. And he's like, oh, anything is fine. So I put on some top hits or whatever playlist on Spotify. So the friend comes out all changed and ready to go, and I start heading towards their next destination, and it happens to be a bar called A Fuego. It's like an 18 plus bar in Provo, and I remember that I used to be at a different location, and I used to go there before I was 21. So the two guys are enjoying themselves with the music, and they're just excited to go out. And when we get to this destination, I get into the parking lot, and sure enough, I see all these like young kids in front of their little racing cars and just kind of standing next to them. And immediately I kind of get secondhand embarrassment because I remember being that age and doing kind of the same thing. At the time, I had a 2001 Mitsubishi Eclipse Spider, and oh my gosh, I was just embarrassed. Time flies. So I head home after that ride. It was kind of my last ride, and I was thinking about it and just kind of thinking about the memories of when I used to do that with my cousins and family in street race. And so I got home and I told my husband about it, and he was like, "What? You were a street racer?" And I was like, "Well, it was dumb. But that's what we used to do." And the movie Fast and the Furious was popular back then. He tells me he hasn't seen Fast and the Furious, so of course I had to show him Fast and the Furious.